Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Sienna here with a brand new, I was gonna say pick a card reading, but in the spirit of the Christmas holiday, I figured today we would do a little pick a present type of reading. So we have group 1 with the purple gift box, group 2 with the white gift box, and group 3 with the blue gift box. And we're gonna find out what Christmas blessing our spirit guides have for us that we get to carry with us into the new year and beyond. I'm gonna give you a minute to pick your present, and then you can just jump to the appropriate timestamp, which you'll find in the description and in a pinned comment. If you need help picking a present for that special someone in your life, the One World Tarot makes a fantastic gift, and it's the deck we're going to be using today. Or why not take a chance on today's sponsor, Otter Spirit? Otter Spirit crafts their jewelry pieces with care using the finest AA and AAA grade gemstones. Did you know they're always offering up new bundles and collections for you to choose from? Every month they have something new in their shop, and it's really exciting. It's really cool. I always like going to see what they have available. You can too with the affiliate link in the description of this video. Use the code WRTC to get yourself a small discount, and I will actually make a little commission. So not only are you saving a bit of money, you're also helping my channel to grow. Thanks again to Otter Spirit for sponsoring. Let's jump to it and begin. Okay, so group 1, if you picked the purple present, then this message is going to be for you. This is what your spirit guides are going to bless you with this Christmas, that you get to hold on to and keep into the new year and beyond. All right, so what is it? What do we got for group 1 with the purple present? I like that the cards even match with the paper. I didn't even intend that. That was totally by accident, but I love it. So we're just gonna roll with that. Okay, so what about pile 1? Spirit, what are you gonna bless them with this year? Oh, hang on. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, we're gonna keep that one. And we'll get into these in more detail in a minute. I just want to, get shuffled and pull the cards and see what we can get. Woo, okay. High Priestess. All right, so we got Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess, 5 of Swords, and Knight of Swords. Let's start with our Wheel of Fortune. This card is often associated with good luck, or the tides turning or changing in your favor, whatever that saying is supposed to be. Anyway, yeah, so I love seeing that, first of all, a blessing of good luck on your way. Excuse me, I have the mental image of like a lucky scratch ticket or something. So if you get something like that in your stocking, maybe you'll find that you win a little bit more than you expected this year. On top of that, because that's not going to resonate with everybody, but on top of that, I still want to focus on this feeling of luck and of good fortune. You're going to realize this year, you probably already have done so, but you're going to realize, I think, and understand even more just how fortunate and how lucky that you are to have the circumstances that you have in your life, to be in the position of privilege maybe that you are in, how lucky you are to have the people around you who love you and are there to guide you and are there to support you, and how lucky you are to have the spirit guides and the help from the other side, from the divine that you have. Something else I'm getting, if you had a particularly rough 2024 and things really did not work out that well for you, or you were faced with tons of disappointments and obstacles, I do see this changing for 2025 and something about your path opening up, obstacles and roadblocks being removed from your path in the new year coming. Oh, excuse me, words are hard. Anyway, we also have the High Priestess. There is divine wisdom that will be imparted to you. You're going to receive this information from your guides. Now, everybody who does have a spiritual connection, or a spiritual practice, I should say, everybody does have a spiritual connection, but a spiritual practice where you actually talk to your guides and get advice and messages from the divine, you may start to notice that you're getting more vivid dreams at night. Pay attention to that. If you are able to, start a dream journal. Even if you don't remember every single thing and every detail from the dream, just write down a few of the key words or a few of the things that you saw or things that you felt. And over time, the more of these like dream journal entries that you create, the more you'll start to understand like the bigger message unfolding. I'm also seeing, for those of you who have a meditative practice, there will be a lot of messages. Yeah, a lot of, I'm getting, it's the mental image of, the classic download symbol with the arrow and the little line underneath. Yeah, you're actually getting like spiritual and energetic downloads, information, wisdom. I'm hearing something about light codes. I wonder, ooh, light codes. That's pretty intense stuff, but fascinating nonetheless. Okay. Advice, wisdom, light codes, and what else are we getting, Spirit, with this High Priestess? Ooh, the gift. Spirit said it to me kind of funny. They said the gift of the gut feeling, the intuition, the heightened intuition, the heightened awareness of the spiritual reality that surrounds us that is unseen to the naked eye for the most part. An increased, what's the word I'm looking for? Like belief in yourself, confidence, I guess. You're not going to be double guessing yourself and like, doubting yourself and your intuition. Well, I know my gut feeling says this, but rationally, I don't know. No. You're done doing that. You get a gut feeling now, you're like, I know. This is my intuition saying this. I know. Now, the thing about gut feelings is some people have trouble confusing what is their intuition versus what is their anxiety. Anxiety pushes. Anxiety makes you afraid. It makes the thoughts, catastrophic in some cases. The thoughts seem really intense and really scary, and you're motivated by fear, whereas the intuition, your gut feeling, it's just giving you the facts. It's just Spirit giving you the facts, not to scare you. Sometimes we do get a gut feeling that makes us very uneasy, but there's this clear knowing of, what it is, what it's about. Whereas anxiety sometimes doesn't really have a clear or concise message or reason. It's just, panic, and you're going to feel this in your gut. But, we're not going to give you there's not any specific advice here. It's just panic. No. So with your intuition increasing, you're going to have a better time differentiating between what is your intuition and your gut feeling and what is anxiety. All right. I'm also seeing with our Five of Swords, this is going to be kind of weird. It's going to sound kind of funny, but you ever hear the expression, the trash taking itself out? Maybe somebody leaves your life, or, they leave your workplace, and, maybe at first you're kind of sad about it, but then afterwards you're like, oh, you know what? I'm actually so much better off without this person or without their influence. It doesn't have to just be, a work thing, but they leave your life, right? I'm seeing something here about cutting your losses. And instead of trash taking itself out and people leaving your life just on their own, you are going to be gifted with first, here we go with the stronger intuition and the discernment between what was intuition and what was fear or anxiety. So the stronger intuition is going to guide you towards, you know what, this person and these behaviors that they're consistently doing, this is not good. It's not good for me. It no longer serves me. I really don't want to have this person's influence in my life anymore. I really don't want to have this kind of energy around me anymore. My gut feeling says I'm going to cut them off. Or, and sometimes in extreme examples, you cut them off, whatever. But, it can also just be, now your intuition tells you maybe before you gave people the benefit of the doubt, because sometimes people can come across really kind and can come across well-meaning or silly or joking when they're actually not. And if you have trouble telling, normally if someone is being serious or sarcastic, if they're being kind or if they're being fake, your intuition is going to tell you, and you're going to have just a much more clear idea of people's intentions towards you, so that you'll be able to put your boundaries up, stand up for yourself, decide, I'm not going to tolerate this, whatever the behavior is that's not good for you, or whatever the influence is. I'm not going to tolerate this. I'm going to cut this out of my life, and I'm not going to back down on that. There's also, with the Knight of Swords, the gift of articulating your thoughts and your feelings, especially if you need to do that, like with these kind of challenging people. Sometimes standing up for yourself is really hard. And if you chose this pile, my really strong sense is that you don't have a lot of experience with boundaries and standing up for yourself. And it's going to be a learning curve for you. And you might feel bad about it. You might feel guilty, or you might feel like you're letting people down by saying no to things, or by saying, don't touch me, or by saying, I don't want a hug, or, by saying, don't touch my kid, don't hug my kid, or, whatever it is, whatever your boundary is. You maybe were used to being guilted into removing your boundaries or letting people step over them. Well, this time, you're going to learn that you are not responsible for the way other people feel when you put up a reasonable boundary. You're allowed to say no. If you don't want something, if you don't want to be part of something, you don't want someone touching you, you don't want somebody's, gossiping with you, you don't want to hear it, whatever, put up that boundary. And if they feel bad, then they feel bad, but it wasn't your fault. You're doing an act of self-love by putting up a boundary. Spirit is also going to give you the right words to say. Sometimes you put up a boundary and you kind of got to explain. And most people are good about that when you explain why. I would say most people are. And Spirit will help you to word things in the way that you need to do to reach the person that you're talking to. And for those who are trying to, challenge your boundaries and debate with you, honestly, you don't have to waste your energy debating or arguing with anybody. But if you chose to, and you do like a good debate or whatever, I do see you becoming a clear channel, like vocally. I'm seeing, like, with the throat chakra, it becomes quite clear and open, and you're just able to say your piece, whatever it is. Maybe you end up channeling a little bit of information from Spirit, but you're able to say what you need to say and draw your hard line and not let people step on you. This is a wonderful gift. If this was something you struggled with throughout 2024, or even longer than that, but if this is something you've been struggling with for a long time, you're going to see that it's going to get better. It's going to become easier to have your boundaries and, to say no or stop, or, you know what, please don't call me when it's this time at night because I need to rest. Or, you know what, you can call me, but after an hour I need to hang up, or after 40 minutes, or whatever it is, right? The boundaries, it's going to be different depending on who's watching this. And in your heart and in your gut what your boundaries are and what you're willing to deal with and what you're no longer willing to deal with. Spirit's giving you permission to no longer just suck it up and deal with the things that you no longer want to deal with. I love this for you, Group 1. So your gift is, well, it's the changing of fortunes, good luck, and gratitude, and realizing how lucky that you are and fortunate you are. Increased intuition and spiritual downloads of information, wisdom, light codes, and the wisdom also the discernment to tell the difference between somebody, treating you well or mistreating you, and giving you the confidence to put up the boundaries and giving you whatever words it is that you need to say to reach that person so that they understand. Okay? So that is your present, pile 1, your present from Spirit. I hope this was helpful to you. Private readings are open. You can book with me through the link in the description, calendly.com/wildrosetc. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. And I'm going to see you again in the next video. All right, pile 2 or group 2. If you chose the white and gold present, then this message is going to be just for you. This is the Christmas blessing that Spirit wants to give to you, that you can bring with you into the new year and, the future, I guess beyond that. It's not limited to just Christmas and New Year. Okay, first of all, Death card. There's something about the gift of transformation there for you, group 2, pile 2. Transformation. We're going to keep that 4 of Cups that tried to jump out. I felt drawn to that. We're going to keep it. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So Death, 4 of Cups, Emperor, and 5 of Cups. I see increased independence for you guys. Excuse me, for you guys in pile 2, group 2. So I did mention before, we have the gift of transformation with the Death card. I think a number of different things in your life may be transforming, but the biggest thing here with our 4 of Cups next to it is there's something in your life that just really hasn't panned out the way you wanted it to, has left you quite disappointed and bored even. There's something changing here. Spirit's saying don't get too comfortable. Don't become complacent, because where we're going, I'm hearing something about a rocky road. That doesn't mean you're going to have a bad time. It just means for those of you who have gotten used to life being maybe stagnant or boring or feeling stuck, this sudden increase in energy and movement in your life might be quite jarring, hence the rocky road imagery that Spirit gave to me. I have the Emperor here. You are going to be calling the shots more often in your life. So perhaps for a lot of you, you may have been just going through the motions of life, but doing things for other people, living your life for other people. And, that's not always bad, but when it's out of balance, you end up neglecting yourself, your own needs, your own wants, your own desires. And these are Cups, and I really feel like for those of you who chose this pile, so many of you have compromised on what makes, what's going to make you happy just to keep somebody else comfortable. And, sometimes compromise is a part of life, but the feeling I get here is that it's been happening a lot for you. You've been finding a lot lately that you've had, and I'm even going to jump ahead here with this 5 of Cups, where you maybe have had to compromise or abandon different plans or ideas that you had because you needed to accommodate for somebody else, and it left you feeling disappointed. It left you feeling resentful even. And there's no shame in that. That is a natural human emotion and way to feel sometimes. But the gift you're being given here, is independence and autonomy. That's the word I'm looking for. Autonomy. Where this time you're like, you know what? I'm going to do something for me. And it's not to say that you're going to become selfish or anything, because no, I feel that in your nature, in the collective energy, nature, whatever, of the people who are about to pick this pile, you would not actually qualify or be considered a selfish person. You've been putting your needs above other people's wants and desires. And that's not what selfishness is, right? Taking care of your own needs while letting someone else take care of their wants, and you doing what you need to do for yourself while letting others kind of, take care of themselves. That's not selfish. It's only selfish when you put your own wants above somebody's needs. But that's not what's happening here. You've been putting other people first for so long and neglecting your own desires, your own wishes, your own dreams, and your own wants for so long. You're starting to become a little bit resentful and regretful, perhaps of, oh my God, I've wasted so much time just doing what other people want. What do I want? I don't want to waste any more time, doing everything for everybody else. I want to do something for me. You're being gifted with the confidence to actually go ahead and do this. You're also being gifted with our 5 of Cups here. Releasing the guilt and the shame that comes with taking care of yourself. A lot of us are conditioned, especially if you are a woman, but I'm just going to say for the most part, because that may not apply to everybody, but I'm just going to say, especially if you're a woman, you're socialized to give and give and give, and to be the caretaker, and to be the one that drops everything to support your loved ones. And even if your loved ones are saying, oh no, it's okay, you do something for you. How about you buy this nice thing for you? And you do, go ahead and do the nice thing for yourself. You tend to just feel guilty about it. Like, oh, I was so selfish. Like, oh, I could have spent, like, for example, maybe get your nails done and they're beautiful and you feel great. You had a lovely time talking to the nail tech at the salon. Excuse me, I had a hiccup there. And then, the guilt and the shame creeps in. Oh, you could have used that $50 to get your son X, Y, and Z item, or you could have used that money to put towards this thing, or you could have used that money to put towards this person's Christmas gift instead of doing your own nails, or getting your, or getting your hair done, or getting whatever it is, right? You're the kind of person that is always going to, well, I don't want to say is always going to, I'll say has always, at least up until this point, has always found ways to discredit yourself, always found ways to justify not prioritizing your own self and your own needs and wishes. So your gift is that this is going to change. This is very exciting. And it is going to be a bit of a learning curve for a lot of you. And that's okay. That's part of that death card transformation process. It is not necessarily going to be comfortable, right? When we were kids, we remember we wanted to grow big and tall and be big and strong. But the only way, a lot of times, to get to that, get to that big and tall and big and strong, whatever, is to go through growth spurts. And a lot of us, when we had growth spurts, we had growing pains. And we didn't want that. We wanted the growth, but we didn't want the pain. But the pain was necessary. It was just a reflection of the growth that was taking place in the body. Similar thing happening here. I'm seeing the image, literally, I'm seeing an image of like an onion. And now I'm being reminded of Shrek about onions have layers or so, whatever. But I am seeing this image of like a hand peeling back all the different layers. You know how the onion has like the dry skin part, the dry stuff you can just kind of peel off. And then you kind of get into the more, I guess, juicy, I don't know what the correct word for that would be. But anyway, those like inner layers, the stuff that you actually cook and eat and not just throw in the compost. I'm seeing like these layers being stripped away one at a time. And it's like there's this layer of guilt, this layer of shame being stripped away, this layer of resentment being stripped away. You can have all of these things that you've been denying yourself. You don't have to wait for someone to give you permission to enjoy your life. You can make that decision for yourself, and this is your gift. You are getting permission to do what it is that you want, to take care of yourself, to call the shots in your life, and to no longer feel guilty or ashamed or bad about it, to no longer fall even for manipulative tactics that maybe were keeping you stuck into, neglecting yourself for the benefit of others. As some people say, setting yourself on fire to keep others warm. It's just not, it's not going to affect you anymore. The people around you may be a little confused by it and may not like it that much, that all of a sudden you're more interested in caring for yourself, but nuts to them, because it is totally okay what you're doing. So go get your nails done. Go get your hair done. Go get that cute outfit, or go on that trip, that solo trip, or that girl's trip, or that guy's trip, or whatever. Or whatever it is that you really want to do that's going to just bring you a sense of joy or happiness or peace. For some people, it's seriously just shutting the door of their room and being able to lock the door and just have time alone, or time to watch TV or read a book, whatever, completely uninterrupted. Doesn't have to necessarily be like a financial material luxury. It can be a smaller luxury like that. But your gift is the permission. You didn't even need permission, but Spirit's giving you the permission because they know it's going to be difficult for you to move forward without the thumbs up from the divine. So go take care of yourself. Do that thing that you want. Do that thing that you need to do, and don't feel bad about it. All right, so pile 2, group 2, that was your gift if you chose the white and gold present. I really hope this reading was helpful to you. Private readings are open. You can go to the link in the description, calendly.com/wildrosetc. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, last but not least, we got group 3 with the blue present. So if you chose this group, you chose this present. This is the message that Spirit has for you. This is the Christmas blessing that your guides want you to have and want you to carry with you into the new year and beyond. All right, one of my cards flipped out backwards and it was really bugging me. Okay, we're gonna put her back in the deck and then just keep shuffling. So what is Group 3's message, Spirit? What is the gift that their guides are going to bless them with this year that they get to keep with them? Okay. Ooh, I knew she was going to be significant. She flipped right out. First thing, I put her back, she jumps out again even after I shuffled again. So we're definitely keeping that Empress. But anyway, 7 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, Empress, and Ace of Wands. Okay, first thing I'm seeing, a gift that Spirit is going to bless you with for the coming year is honestly the gift of honest people. Being able to work with people that you can trust. Being able to collaborate with people that you can trust. And maybe not just in a work setting, but I do feel this very strongly does apply to work and career and being around other people. But I also pick up collaborations like perhaps I'm getting the word treatment plan. So perhaps you're working with a medical team. Maybe you have a condition or you're on some kind of treatment plan that requires cooperation between you and other, like your doctor or a therapist or like other health professionals there. And it's this gift of honesty, because maybe you've been lied to in the past or given wrong information. And sometimes people lie by accident. That all still counts with the 7 of Swords. This time, yeah, the gift is, I'm seeing clear, concise connection, truth and honesty, integrity, cooperation, achieving a higher goal. So, there are going to be people around you who maybe share a similar vision to you, whereas before, maybe you were just kind of in a situation or an environment where the others around you either did not agree with, whatever it is, or just weren't really interested in it, or you just felt like you weren't really safe to share your thoughts or ideas. Spirit's giving me an example. This is not going to apply to everybody, but it will, obviously it will for some, otherwise I would not have been given this example. Perhaps you are an activist of some kind, and maybe you had to deal with people that were actually trying to sabotage whatever campaign or, no, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, whatever it was that you were trying to accomplish here. Yeah, it could be like the campaign or the, what is the word? Like you set out to achieve a goal. Maybe your goal was to raise funds for, some kind of a group or something in your community, and people were actually trying to sabotage because they didn't really agree with you or believe in whatever your cause was. This time, you're going to find people who do support you and genuinely believe in what you believe in and are genuinely willing to help you and support you and not sabotage you. Empress, she is all about growth. Now, for some of you, this could mean, because we do see she is pregnant, she is known as the wife and mom archetype of the tarot. For some of you, maybe, you do end up having a baby around Christmas time. Or some of you maybe find out around Christmas time or shortly after that you're going to have a baby. And that there's great exciting news with that, perhaps after many, attempts to get pregnant that just didn't work out, or, for whatever reason, it did not go as planned. Something just it left you feeling disappointed, left you feeling robbed of a certain opportunity, or robbed of the joy and opportunity of being a parent. Spirit saying, for those of you that message resonates with, you may find that your luck changes. Perhaps you end up getting in contact with like a medical professional or some kind of like a fertility specialist or something, and you and your partner and this health provider start working together to, to come up with some kind of a plan or work together to help you to achieve this goal. And maybe it works this time. For those of you who don't want children or are done having children, don't worry. That message is not necessarily going to be for you. It can mean that with the presence of good people around you that are sincere and genuine and want to help you and want to collaborate and help you to grow, you find that you do end up maybe spiritually growing a lot or professionally growing a lot. I'm hearing something about small business coalition. So, perhaps for those of you who have started your own business, maybe before you were being given like wrong information, or, whether it was accidentally or on purpose, or just like you just kept running into like roadblocks, and maybe you were actually dealing with some kind of sabotage. I don't know. But I see growth because you're going to be around like-minded people who are in that similar situation to you. You all want the same goal, and you're all going to help each other to get there. There's no competition. There's no backstabbing. There are no ulterior motives this time. So for those of you that message maybe applies to, that could be something to look out for. Maybe your community has a chamber of commerce or some other type of small business coalition or group or something like that. And then Ace of Wands, starting something new because you have the support of honest people that want to help you grow. Your idea is going to get off the ground. Or, for the parent example, you maybe get the help and the support you need, and all of a sudden, hey, new chapter in your life, new baby or new pregnancy or, whatever. Or for the small business example, you're working together, you're networking, and that brings in, a new client, a new commission, a new contract, a new gig. Anyway, there are good people around you, or that will start to come to you, who are really good, have good intentions, and are going to help you get your ideas off the ground and get that ball rolling, whatever it is, whatever your goal is, whatever it is that you want. They're here to genuinely help you. There's no need to worry about the sabotage that you've endured in the past, the misinformation or straight up disinformation. You've already dealt with this. It's not going to come back up, not from these people that are going to be around you and come into your awareness and come into your life. Good people help us to grow with no strings attached, with no ulterior motives, just out of unconditional kindness. And this is what you're going to be gifted with this holiday season, that you get to bring with you into the new year, and I guess into every year beyond that, because I feel like there's no time limit on this gift that you're being given. It's coming to you soon, and you get to keep it, and it is yours. Genuine, honest, true support and growth and brand new opportunities because of the support you've gotten from these good and well-meaning and well-intentioned people that are coming into your life. So that is what I have for you, group 3. I hope this reading was helpful. Thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Private readings are open. The link is in the description. Wild Rose, no, it is, I'm just kidding. It is calendly.com/wildrosetc. And I will see you in the next video. All right, bye.